Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have now received amazing information relating to Epic vs Apple, and if you're a Fortnite mobile player, you're gonna be so excited. We finally have Fortnite responding to the community and giving us the answers we have been waiting for. For your account to be sent 1,000 V-Bucks for the return of Fortnite Mobile, drop a like now on this video. In celebration of Season 8, I'm giving away 100 Battle Passes to you guys, and over 50% of you are not subscribed to my channel, so make sure you are subscribed so you can receive a gift and or a battle pass the next time you log in, and make sure to comment your Epic ID below so I can add you as well. We have so much new info, so make sure you're watching to the end of the video because I'll be explaining how you players in the US and worldwide are now able to download as well as play iOS Fortnite. So the Epic vs Apple case has now gotten very interesting, with brand new laws being in place as well as with so many new things coming directly from Fortnite themselves. We now have some very clear answers on exactly what's happening and some really cool things that you guys can now do here inside of iOS App Store. Super quick backstory so this all ties in with one another. Epic Games wanted their direct payment on the Apple App Store, and essentially they did not want that. They removed it, and obviously then we received a ton of free V-Bucks last August, which obviously was the time of iOS then being removed from the App Store. Now obviously this has been a fighting case for the past year, and today we've received some really cool information that a lot of you guys are going to be excited about. Today's video is sponsored by Alienware. Compete in weekly tournaments against me to win grand prizes and more. All you simply do is click the link below and start playing in brand new weeks. Now you can see I have daily challenges I completed today in Fortnite. Make sure you're doing as much as possible and complete your challenges so you can beat me and also win prizes at the same time. Check it out now, link below. So to begin things off, as you can see, Epic has asked Apple to restore our Fortnite developer account. Epic intends to re-release Fortnite on iOS in Korea, offering both Epic payment and Apple payment side by side in compliance with the new Korean law. So this is phenomenal news, and I'll explain worldwide how you guys can download Fortnite iOS on all of your devices. Now I want to explain that South Korea and why they actually implemented this law is they thought that Apple and Google were being unfair as to why they were not allowing other developers to have their own direct payment method like Epic, and as well as with just all developers in general. Now this is an amazing thing to see, considering that this is just one unfair thing that obviously happens in the huge markets and huge industries, and for the simple reason of this being unfair, they thought that they should implement this law, which obviously now in South Korea has taken place, and this obviously means that this will be coming worldwide as well. But let me explain a lot more information here. So this clearly gives the United States court case with Epic vs Apple some huge leverage on the Epic Games side of things, and I'll explain a lot other things the CEO himself has now actually said today. Now don't worry you guys, I know most of you are not from South Korea, so I'm going to explain a workaround on what you can do here inside of your iOS devices to be able to download Fortnite on those mobile devices. Just this morning, Tim Sweeney is fighting for the Mac community, and you can see that Mac is highly secure, open platform like iOS should be. Mac users are free to install software from third-party sources like Steam and Epic Game Store, as iOS users should be. Apple holding Mac users hostage to an iOS dispute is petty and ridiculous. So ever since this law has now been implemented, Tim Sweeney's essentially saying, hey, let Mac at least be open at the time being, and we can obviously figure out the iOS stuff down the line. But obviously he's just stating that he wants the Mac users to obviously be able to come back as well now that this law has been implemented. Now I want to show you some very interesting things relating to how you can download iOS right in time for Fortnite Season 8's release. So as you can see, I'm Golden YT, a huge part of the Fortnite mobile community, tweeted this: if Fortnite Mobile is now returning to Korea iOS, players would most likely simply need to change their Apple ID region to Korea to download Fortnite. Then they could obviously change it back without needing to create a new Apple ID. Now, I'm not too familiar with how this essentially works for Apple and iOS players in general, but as you can obviously see, if you change your country and region to Korea, you should then be able to download iOS simply on your devices. But there's a few other things that are also attached to this. So if you want to create a brand new Apple ID, you'll then be simply able to change your region right away. But if you don't want to do so and you want to stay on your specific Apple ID account, here are the steps you will need to take before allowing your actual account to change that specific region. Now, obviously, you guys can see you're going to need to spend the remaining of your balance, cancel subscriptions, and as well as do a few other simple steps. Obviously, it's a little more tedious, but I know a lot of you guys would rather stay on your Apple ID account, so obviously you could be playing on the same account right before the ban obviously was implemented. So now let's explain from the Apple side of things what they have now responded with. So Apple has now responded stating that Apple has no intentions on reinstating a developer account that they have already terminated before the new law, and explained how they would only reinstate it if they agree to play by the same rules as everyone else, which obviously now that that law has been implemented, everyone's law and or just what they're playing by is simply the direct payment and what they obviously can do directly from the iOS App Store. Now, this pretty much tells me that Apple is just going to play a little petty here and make Epic Games obviously make a completely new developer's account because they can't reinstate an account that they obviously terminated over a year ago. So it's going to make it a little more difficult from the Epic Games side of things. So we now have a huge response from Tim Sweeney, and this is what they said. Hear me out, Tim. Remove your payment method so you're no longer breaking Apple's terms of service. This would reinstate your dev account when in Korea, Apple has allowed third-party payments. Add your direct payment back. Then they could suspend your dev account without breaking the law. And Tim Sweeney had to say, I read all of this, I just disagree, which I kind of find crazy. And obviously, Golden made a very good response here as to how we could actually work around and make this possible. Now, I don't know everything on the back end of things. Obviously, the CEO would know the most out of anyone. So this is obviously a very important thing to pretty much see and to obviously know what's happening in the background. Also, just now in the United States, the Epic Games vs. Apple judge has ordered Apple to permanently allow developers to direct customers to third-party payment systems, which this is a huge step in the right direction for the United States and obviously everything happening for Fortnite Mobile. Now that we know South Korea put this law into place, it obviously gave Epic Games huge leverage, which now they use that leverage, and Apple and Epic court case is pretty much coming to an end, which obviously means Fortnite Mobile is finally back. I've been covering this topic for so long, but this is definitely one of the most exciting videos yet, and I'm super excited that all of this news has now came out today, and I think a lot of you guys are excited as well. If you guys watched the entire video, comment down below mobile hype, and as well as I'll be giving away tons of Season 8 Battle Passes. So make sure you guys drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and check out all these other videos right now here on screen relating to things you guys would love to see. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.